Hello viewers, this is yet another tutorial. This is an intermediate tutorial that I'll be showing you some other complex things compared to the previous tutorial we have on Excel. Okay, so today we are just simply going to learn about comparison operators. Comparison operators helps to compare two values and then return a certain value. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate it on the screen for you to see. Take for example, we have something like this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are our values that I've keyed in. Now we have 0, we have 2, we have 3, we have 0, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, we have 9. Okay, now comparison operators, what it does, it helps you to compare values, okay, to know which one is greater or which one is even lesser. For example, equal signs is an example of comparison operators. Greater sign is an example of comparison operators. Less than sign is also an example of comparison operators, okay, and so on. So let's simply try out something. Let's say equals to, as usual, before you put any formula, you must start equals to. You open a bracket. Now, the name of this value here is A1. A1 is greater than B1. Then you close bracket. If it is true, it will return true. If it is false, it will return false. Hit enter. What happens? It gives us true. So let's automatically generate the other values for other cells. Okay. So you place your cursor here and then you drag it down. Yeah, you can see this is greater than this. This is not greater than this. That is why you are seeing false. 2 is not greater than 2. 3 is not greater than 3. That is why you are seeing this. 4 is greater than 0. That is why you are seeing this here. 5 is not greater than 5. That is why you are seeing false. 6 is not greater than 6. That's why you are seeing false. 7 is not greater than 7. That's why you are seeing false. Okay, it just helps you to compare, to test logic. Okay, now the next aspect that we're going to be looking at is called function. What we call function. Okay, and what we simply mean by function is they are pre-written formulas that takes a value or values, perform an operation and returns a value or values. They are used to simplify or shorten formula worksheet, especially those that perform lengthy or complex calculations. They are predefined formulas that perform calculation by using specific values called argument in a particular order called the syntax. Okay, so I shall be showing you how this is done. Now, take for example in a scenario where you have, take for example you are computing, let's say, a school result, for example, your names of your students. Okay, Aishat, Adiyat, Amar, Sudais. Okay, take for example these are your students. Exam scores. Okay, exam scores. Okay, let's say this guy scored 50, this person scored 60, this person scored 70, and this person scored 80. Okay, now then you want to generate remarks automatically. So what you do, you type your equal sign. If open brackets, this column here, this cell here is G2, right? G2 is greater than 49, or let's say it's greater than 79. Okay, because this value here is 80. This is the highest value, so this value is greater than 79, right? So let it return excellent. Okay, for such values. Then if G2, the same G2, okay, is greater than 69. 69 is less than 70, right? 69. Let it return very good. That's the value. Okay. Then if this same G2 is greater than let's say 59, because 59 is greater than 60. 60 is greater than 59, sorry. So let it give us good as the answer, or as the returning value. Good. Okay, then 49 is less than 50. Okay, so we'll say if G2 is what? Is greater than 49, let it return pass, or let it return let it return pass, for example. Okay, then we'll close the bracket 4 times, then we hit enter. What happened? Look at it, this person has pass. Now when you scroll down, automatically now you generate other values. Pass, good, very good, and excellent. Take for example, you have another student, Aisha. Let's say Hassana. For example, Hassana scored 60. What happened? You see, automatically see good. Then hello viewers, and this is also another real life example that we are going to be working on. Okay, we are going to be applying the comparison operators in this regard, and this is basically about comparing expenses, or comparing your budget, your predicted expenses and your actual expenses, because in every organization they always want to spend less and achieve more. So in a bid to actually know whether they have overexpended their resources or underexpended their resources as expected, so you can use Microsoft Excel to ascertain that fact. Okay, so let's simply get to it. Take for example, you have let's say budget. Okay, and under it we have let's say actual expenses, then predicted expenses. Okay, take for example, the actual expenses incurred is 150,000 naira, okay, against the predicted expenses of 90,000. Okay, 1 2 3. Okay, let me just leave this one at 150,000. Yeah, then here maybe the actual expenditure was 1,000 naira, or let's say 1,000 naira, and the predicted expenses was 725 naira. Okay, here the actual expenses was 1,000 naira also, and the predicted expenses was 900. Okay, so now under here Excel will simply give you the remarks whether you have overexpended or underexpended using our formula equals to if open brackets. This cell now is B3. Okay, we simply type B3 there. B3, okay, is cell A3 rather, okay, is greater than B3. Okay, then over budget, that's an over budget. Okay, then if open bracket cell A3 is less than, okay, B3, then we can simply say that that scenario is an under budget. Okay, just make these remarks, so close the bracket and we hit enter. Okay, if you would notice very well now, you observe that here is 150,000 naira as the actual expenses. Okay, and this was what we predicted, 90,000 naira. Okay, so let's generate other values. simply drag it down. Okay, this is what we predicted. We predicted 725 naira and we actually spent 1000. Here we predicted 900 naira and we spent 1000. 100 naira difference. Okay, here almost 75 naira difference. Here almost 60,000 naira difference here. Okay, so the company is spending beyond predicted expenses. Okay, which is not good for the business. So this will simply give you an insight on where your money is going. Okay, take for example, the predicted expenses here is, let's say, 60,000. Okay, and you spent only 45,000. Let's see what will happen here when you drag it down. You can see under budget. Okay, that's to tell you that the formula is intact. So that is simply about that. This simply helps us now to compare our actual expenses with the predicted expenses. Okay, as we can clearly see on the screen. So if you want to make this heading bolder, you can merge the cells together by coming here and clicking on merge and center. Okay, then you can also increase the font size to make your report more bolder. Okay, budget, and here you can bold all this. Okay, you can bold them, yeah, so that everything will look neat and well presented. So that is it about this second scenario. If this tutorial is helpful to you, kindly subscribe to my channel, drop your comment.